2, 1, and we're live. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the FC Podcast. Welcome back to yet another episode. This is episode 34, I believe. I am joined today, as always, by the host, Connor.
Yes, sir.
And, as always, he's always just there, sitting in the corner, racking up dust, Cody.
Hello.
And today we guys have a special guest for you guys. Yeah, he's the man, the myth, the legend, Clarkysj. What's going on, my guy?
Sex machine.
The tweet master.
Yeah.
That is
The
what
social
he is.
media mastermind.
When it's I'm a media mastermind, boys, it's just tweeting.
Yeah. So I have a question for you, Clarky. Do you just have notifications on for everybody?
No.
No? Okay, I was about to say,
Damn.
if that was the case, your phone is probably blowing up 24/7.
No, I don't have notifications on Twitter. I don't have notifications for everyone. I have like notifications for Greg, Zizers, some people. I just don't have it on all of them.
Then you
Yeah.
still,
But when
are
they-
you on, or you go?
Like half the time I am on like my computer because like I have been doing schoolwork. So if I see a video, I just tweet out.
Yeah, because there'll be some times where I'll just be sitting there, like, getting my stream ready. I will, like, my stream will go live, and it's just sitting there with music going on. I'm getting ready to tweet it out, and then I, like, look over, and I'm like, Clarky has tweeted out your... I'm like, I haven't even gotten it out yet.
Yeah. It always seems like you're on top of it, man.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like, as soon as, like, he just knows, somebody uploaded a video, I gotta go check. Like, that's crazy. Say, we all appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think everybody does, yeah.
Mhm.
Fucking
Much love to
done-
you for that.
Done the weirdest shit this morning for confidence.
Yeah, and then yesterday when you tweeted out like a shit ton of streamers.
Yeah.
What? Everyone changed my life. Everyone that was mentioned on there.
Yeah.
I just feel like I owe it to people. That's all.
Well, thank you, dude. It's
Give
very
it-
much appreciated.
And in general, I just want to help everyone.
What a
Yeah,
guy.
I just saw my phone blew up after that. Like, I was sitting there and it was just like, Clarky tweeted or added at you and something. I was like, okay, what's this? I look at it. Next thing you know, turn on my phone, I have like 20 notifications. I'm like, oh. It was just spam upon spam. I was like, oh my gosh, Clarky's a G.
But yeah, it always seems like you're always on top of the Twitter game. We wanted to talk to you about that. So,
Well,
He is that.
there's loads of things that can happen on Twitter, and like this is why I don't use Instagram or Snapchat. Like I did have Snapchat, like it was called Clarkysj 1, the same as my Twitter, but like I just never used it. I used it to talk to my friends, but like I wouldn't really use it for YouTube wise or anything. I just really never used it. So I deleted that. Instagram, that was an absolute cringe fest. And then Twitter, like there was loads more stuff happening on Twitter than like any social media site I've seen, not including YouTube, because like anything could happen at YouTube these days. Your channels get terminated, beef, something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like you see more beef on Twitter, if anything, than any other social media platform besides YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, you just have people tweeting at each other. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, from a certain standpoint, yeah, it's the best thing to go to besides YouTube.
Mm.
yeah, I've definitely gotten into Twitter a lot more. Like, I never even had one, I would say, about like a year and a half ago. And then I got one. And like ever since, it's been like probably my second gone to site besides YouTube. So,
Yeah.
I'm glad I got it.
Mm-hmm. So, Clarky, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
Obviously, you watched the amazing trailer we got with Cold War, revolving around zombie-wise.
I'm gonna be fucking mumbling like shit here. Okay.
All
yes.
right. What did you think about it?
Dude, listen, I haven't had a hard erection so hard in my life after seeing the trailer. Genuinely, what I think about it, I think this can be a big game changer, but I think we could all agree, like, even if you do, like, Black Ops 4, we just don't want another Black Ops 4 from a
Mhm.
community standpoint. So, I'm gonna break this down because I'm a fucking nerd when it comes to zombies in general. going on with it, like at the start, we obviously saw the intro cutscene. We saw Samantha Maxis. We saw
Yep.
Samantha.
That's confirmed.
We saw Weaver. Weaver and Zombies. I fucking lost my shit when I saw that bastard in Zombies. But then it turned into like we loaded into the map, and then it sounded like a multiplayer announcer when you've loaded into the map, and we obviously saw the multiplayer operatives, and that seems to be the thing people have hated the most from what I've seen, and I'll get into the score sheets later. But from the multiplayer operatives, like I don't necessarily mind that the fact that we're playing as multiplayer operatives, because heck, like it does make them a lot of money through zombie skins. Fam, I don't even give a shit. We'll be able to play as Frank Woods and zombies. That's all I need in life, man. But I honestly don't mind the fact that there's multiplayer operatives. I would definitely prefer a 4-set crew than multiplayer operatives. Definitely. I just don't see it as like a bad thing. You know, I don't see it's like ruining the gameplay at all. But like, I find the reason why people like it, the 4-set characters is due to the fact that we've been so used to just the 4-set characters, what they've experienced in their past life before being introduced to like zombies and stuff, and what they've went through and how their experience has affected them and stuff. So there's a lot of shit there, but I can take the reason why was I don't really have a good reason for this, but like I can see like a good reason being chaos. Like the same people loved ether, and like they don't want to keep spreading out ether, and in this case they are, but they're doing it in a different way, and a different way that we never even thought. It's a new universe, but stuff from the dark ether's leaking out into that universe, which is an amazing idea. I think another reason why it's just multiplayer operatives is a reason for chaos, because as much as I liked chaos, the community didn't.
Yeah, I like
And yeah, and due to that, I can see them just being like, right, okay, how about we just throw in multiple off-twos where people can customize the characters? And heck, face paints were cool, but like, who used face paints? Because like that was that was the only thing you could ever change. But like, if you can customize your whole character or some shit, I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. But yeah, again, just multiplayer operatives in general, I don't see it being as bad of a thing for Black Ops Cold War Zombies, but I definitely would like a 4-set crew over multiplayer operatives. I'm not saying it's a bad thing though.
Yeah.
But I like the feel they're going with it. Like to me, it's like a mix of Sledgehammer, Infinite Warfare Zombies, specifically just Infinite Warfare Zombies, and just the Treyarch feel. You got the Treyarch feel, and then at the start you've got that World War II Zombies Final Right type of shit, because everything's all dark. You start off with the flashlight. The whole map's dark outside as well, but it's not as dark as we saw it like outside at the end where we saw Jug and Frank Woods. But it's really dark in the woods. You want to turn on the power, and once the power's turned on, everything's bright. It's daylight outside, and it's just everything looks colourful. And that gave me some Raven the Redwoods vibes.
Yes.
Raven the Redwoods I really like due to it being really bright and colourful. And when we saw the first zombie Caesar, if they were going for the dark aspect, I wouldn't mind. I don't hate any zombies game or map, so I wouldn't care less. But as it went on, I was just honestly shocked. I thought it was really cool, and the motherfucking music and that shit was banging.
Yes, the music killed. It was nice.
Yes, Tainted Love, fucking amazing. But honestly, from what it seems, it looks graphically amazing. But I remember Noah tweeting this out saying that, like, if anything, graphics are like the least thing they want focused on, because like, if you want replayability and stuff, you need to focus on that gameplay.
Yeah,
and like
the quality.
Because graphics aren't gonna make or break the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's cool. Like you want high definition graphics, but it's like we want to play something. Moving on, when the trailer goes on, we see sentry turrets, which I'm not sure if it was a score streak within the alpha, but I do think it is going to act like that. I don't see it being like, well, maybe it's a lethal, because they said there's a lethal, tactical, and support, and I can see the score streaks being in support as some shit, but score streaks I'm going to get in a lot into. But the turret I necessarily don't mind, because it's like I can see stuff like that being optional, because there was a turret in Black Ops 4 that you can use. No one used it. Like I remember my team.
It wasn't that good. Like you compare it to the Wraith Fires, like there's nothing that compared to the Wraith Fires. Besides, I think her monks was pretty much the only thing. That like Samantha box.
Yeah, like
there's only two things that actually compared to it.
Like, cause I remember my one of my team members, Flamer, for C4C2. He used to sentry turret on one thing because we figured out this new strand and worked well for us. But most of the time, like people never use the sentry turret, so. But heck, this might be good. But yeah, again, people are not so sure with score streaks in the game. But I will get into that. We saw a return of type of catalyst zombies. I never really knew people hated catalyst zombies until the Black Ops Cold War zombies reveal. I thought everyone didn't mind it. I don't necessarily see it being a bad thing because I thought it was kind of cool with the new design and stuff. But yeah, again, like with going through BO4, as soon as they properly showed 9, like not the intro cutscene or stuff, like the first map we ever got shown was 9. They showed everything with 9. Underground, Pack-a-Punch, Characters. They went in the boss fight room for a snippet as well. We saw the Blightfather and we saw all 4 elemental zombies. Now, unless they're going to give us an elemental, a little bit of a surprise and just throw in more elemental zombies, I want to say fine with it. I don't see it being a big problem, but if people don't like it, then I just want them to fix it because I want this game to be good for everyone. But I don't see the Catalyst zombies being a bad thing, and I think the only reason why I can see it being that one poison zombie is due to the fact that one zombie split into 2, and the boss zombie is in a hazmat suit, and it's got poison all over it. So maybe it's based around above boss like poison zombies. And the same thing goes for the dogs. Like they're all poisoning and they've got Nova shit on them. So there's also that. When it also comes to well, what was after that? You had the Nova dogs and stuff. And then outside the boy Jug's back. I'm glad. The score streaks, and this is probably the one I'm going to talk about the most. I just hope it's optional because, like, as soon as people saw score streaks, like, to be honest, a comment or one of you guys tell me if I'm wrong about this, but like, I didn't see anyone that pissed about score streaks. Honestly, I didn't see anyone complaining about score streaks. The main things I saw was you have the ability to start off with any gun of your choice and the multiplayer optives. I never saw people complain about score streaks that much.
I didn't really see anyone like mad about it. When I saw people, they said like they might be like skeptical, but they're not like against it, like because they don't know, because we've never had like chopper gunners in zombies yet. So like I've seen like concerns for it, but not like mad or anything about that. Because I'm on that same boat. Like I don't know how it would kind of play into zombies because it's never happened. So.
See, like with me, my biggest thing is how OP is it going to be? Like, is it going to be like from a certain standpoint where if you have something you have to get kills to get, or is it something like you can like use points to get? Like, let's say you get like 20,000 points, you can get the chopper gunner, or is it got to be you got to get a certain amount of kills or hit a certain round, or is it a rechargeable one? That's what it comes down to with me. I don't want it to be something super OP that's broken. That's my big standpoint on it.
Yeah, and again, I hope this is optional because, like, I see, and I'll go to, like, starting off with any weapon here at this point. When they said start off with any weapon and not the pistol, like, people didn't seem happy, but, like, I'm seeing people now starting to realize, like, it's optional. Take BO4, for example. They did the same thing. You could start off with any weapon due to the charm system where you could start off with an AR, ILMG. No one used it due to the charm system being the charm system. And just in general, they'd want to start off with their normal pistol. I don't see a change with this. Just start off with your casual pistol. And I think this is a system cool for everyone because if you're a new player and you, like, this is your first time playing zombies, specifically Black Ops Cold War zombies, you could start off with any weapon. Or if you're a casual player and just want to mess about, start off with that. But if you're a hardcore player and you want to experience like the old zombies starting off with a pistol, just start off with the simple pistol. I don't see why people are complaining because you can still start off with a pistol. And I saw Glitch tweet that out saying like more people in the community are now starting to understand that like you can still start off with the pistol. So I'm glad people are starting to notice that. And apparently, no matter what weapon you start off with, it's going to be weak as fuck until round 4. How like a normal pistol would go. So. And like people are saying you could start off with a ray gun, no chance.
There's no way. There's no way.
I feel like that's going to be specifically excluded to the box. That's I don't think that would be part of the loadout.
If they do that, I won't mind because I'll think it's funny, but still, there's no way no, I'm not accepting that.
That's
But
gonna make it a little bit too easy in the beginning.
yeah,
So
but
you think about it
yeah,
back in the day, when we were playing like BO2, BO1, you were scrambling to get weapons. You had that one guy that'd get the ray gun and be just chilling for the next 10 rounds while you guys be scrambling to get a weapon. It's exactly how it was then in Cold War. You just be chilling for the first 20 rounds.
yeah, because honestly, it was really interesting because I made a video about this on the complaints for Black Ops Cold War Zombies thus far, and one of them was the starting off with every weapon, and I got confirmation from a guy called Eric Maynard. You guys might know him, that every weapon is going to be weak as fuck till round 4. So whether that be an AR, an LMG, or whatever, it's going to be weak as fuck. I think they just wanted to make it cool for you to just start off with any weapon. So yeah, I personally don't mind that. If that's the case, I'm really happy with that. They've already fixed that problem. But back to score streaks, I just hope they're optional because again, I'm still surprised that I didn't see so many people complain about this. But I see that's a good thing. But it's I just hope it's optional. If you need to use it for an Easter egg, heck, I'm fine with it, right? I would use it for the Easter egg. That's it. Never would use it again. And then after that, I just never use it, honestly. That's just I don't mind score streaks being in the game. Boys, if RCXD's in there, I'm gonna be fucking messing with that shit. RCXD's in zombies is gonna be cool.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, but if there is a step, but you need to use score streaks, I'm fine with it. But that would be the only time I'd be using it. So I wouldn't necessarily worry about score streaks. I think it's going to be BO4 where it's optional, whether you choose to pick it up or not. Take trip mines from the walls, for example. You necessarily don't no one buys trip mines from the walls. You mainly get from the box if you're spinning for a wonder weapon or something, or if you're doing the Shangri-La Easter egg and you just haven't gone trip mines from the BO3 version.
Yeah.
But I just see as if you don't need to pick up, and my friend Ombre literally just said, yeah, I know it's optional, but the fact that something OP is still in the game can just annoy you. Which I can understand that annoys me too, but it's optional. And back to the starting weapon, it's no one used the Welling, no one used the Stog, even though it's an SMG. People just started off with the simple Strife. Yeah,
Strife,
so I don't see what the problem is.
Strife and the stiletto knife. That was the strat, pretty much.
Yeah, and if you want your M1911, just start off with the M1911. It's not difficult. And I don't mean to sound like an asshole when saying that, or a smart ass, right? But still, I don't see the complaints if you can still start off with the pistol. They didn't say it's going away. The M1911's in the game. Why would it not be in zombies? So I don't think it's going away. You can still start off with it. The wonder weapon. What the fuck was that, boys?
That looked like a mixture of the jet gun and the thunder gun on roids.
Yeah, actually. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
It looked cool.
It looks fun.
It does. I'm hoping it's gonna be I'm questioning, is it gonna be something we can get out of the box? It's gonna be something we have to get parts to build.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's going to come down to. Or you're going to have to do a certain task to get it.
It depends on how... If it's really OP, then I would think that you would have to...
Do a certain task.
That you would have to... Yeah, maybe do a task in order to get it. But if it's just out of the box and it's OP, then... I don't know. I mean, we'll wait and see.
We called it off conservant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when you could still pack that thing.
Yeah, in Shadows.
Yeah,
that was OP.
Yeah, it's still OP in Revelations, but here's the thing. When I saw this meme going around on Twitter, and because of this meme, people start to realize about starting with the weapon, and I know I keep bringing this up, but if you have a shop for free, you open up the map and you can just, on round 1, buy an ICR. It's actually the same thing as starting off with any weapon of your choice. You've just got more open space in the map. So,
yeah, with Gobblegums, you could technically open up the entire map, get all perks.
And disorderly combat as well, the gun that mixes your guns.
Because you could start out the entire map opened up, have a pack-a-punch weapon on round 1 and have all perks.
Yeah, and
So
it's
I don't
like
get why
I
people are
don't know
complaining
why.
about that now. Yeah, because you could do that in BO3 and no one was complaining about it.
Yeah, this is why I'm really relying on the big YouTubers to support the fuck out of this game, because I didn't want to admit this until after Black Ops 4. So some people were saying, oh, some people rely on what the big YouTubers say, and then if the big YouTuber says this, I'm going to say what they say. Honestly, after Black Ops 4, I'm on board with it. Like, there is some people who just agree just because their favorite zombies YouTuber said that with like Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Everyone has their opinion on how they want to rate things. So if you do that, I don't hate you or anything, but it's like I just don't want another Black Ops 4. I liked it, but I just want this game to succeed so we don't get budget cuts. We want a Zombie Chronicles 2 for fuck's sake. We want
Yes.
this game to be the
Yeah,
best.
it was like you liked it, but the rest of the community was iffy on it. Because that's like it was with me.
Well, like I didn't mind it. I didn't think it was like awful. I just definitely could have been better. And obviously, when they had to move over, when they realized they were gonna have to make the next game, and all the budget cuts started happening, and like some like you can tell they just it sacrificed a lot of integrity within the maps following forward.
And the cutscenes, because that's one of the things that really pissed me off was that they're ending the storyline off.
It was cool and beautiful and all. Like the art was good, but like no one wanted it.
No,
Yeah.
if it's going out like that, or if we're ending a 10+ year storyline, you gotta finish it. You gotta end it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put all blame on Activision though, due to the fact that they had to work on the next game, and due to the fact that Black Ops 4 was rushed because the whole point of Black Ops 4 was mainly Blackout due to the battle royale genre taking over.
Yeah.
And they wanted they were focusing on I get the feeling they were focused on Black Ops Cold War than BO4. I think their initial plan was BO4, but then they really wanted to go Black Ops Cold War. Maybe they gave it to Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer had to fall out. Then Treyarch had to continue making it the next year, but they were still with Black Ops 4. So honestly, I don't even put the blame on Treyarch, because especially at this time, man, they're trying to make this game fun, and I can see Zombies this year just being like a sandbox. They want to have fun. They want you to mess about with stuff.
They want to. You can go ahead.
Oh, right, okay. I can see them doing it like a sandbox, because they want zombies to be fun, right? In Black Ops 3, it did kind of do that with Gobblegums, because you could just mess about, because Gobblegums basically gave you a lot of things. But in this, it's all optional. It's not like you need to buy stuff or anything for microtransactions. It's just there, and especially with free DLC as well. You can just mess about, and especially in this time, COVID, it's awful. So I give big respect for them for doing it this year, and the way this is going, I can see it being fun. But if you're that player who just wants the old zombies, break or say it, I'm just saying this right now, it's not coming back. Or maybe they might do a classic zombies mode. You never know, right?
Yeah.
But the reason why I don't see it coming back is due to the fact that as the years go by, people will get bored of the same things, right? And this is why, Black Ops 3 at the end of it, Revelations specifically, not Chronicles, because Chronicles was amazing. Revelations, people said for the next game they wanted something new, changed the game up a bit. They did that with Black Ops 4, people hated it, but that was due to blue screens and just being it way too complicated. But with Black Ops Cold War Zombies, they're still adding in new things, and it has to be about innovation. This mode has to evolutionize. It can't stay on the same page every single goddamn year. We get new maps, we get new items like gobblegums and elixirs and shot, right? But it's for system-wise, we can't always stay on the same track. As much as it did good, we want to add in new things for the community to experience and see if they like that, and we could add that into the next game. Take server pods from Black Ops 4 Zombies. People like that, we will add that in. Rest in peace, Close and Art, for saving your gobblegums, but please add that fucking back in if you're adding gobblegums, please. But there was a lot of things in Black Ops 4 that were good, like carpenters repairing your shield. Half of the map, all the maps of Black Ops 4, all the maps of Black Ops 4, I didn't even hate. Voyage, I can understand, but that boss fight though was on point. 9 was stunning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blood of the Dead storyline, I've never seen a motherfucking beautiful storyline for a map in my life. Classified, it's just genuinely fun to play Classified. Like, fuck the 150 Easter egg, but in general, I see Classified as just a chill out, fun map.
That's exactly how it is with me.
Mhm.
That's just a chill map to get camos on, is what
Yeah.
I use it as.
Yeah, and like it was a big upgrade from 5 because like the Winter's Hill from BO1, get that shit out the bin and just fucking put in the BO4 Classified.
Mhm.
And then when it came to Dead of the Night, heck, I see people giving it blame due to the fact that it never marketed correctly. As much as that's true, that doesn't change gameplay or story. It's just we never got info on when it was released, and that was it. So, Dead of the Night, I really didn't mind. I thought it had some cool aspects. The only thing I really hate about is the red vampires, not
Yeah.
the just
The
the red
crimson
ones, because they give
yeah.
yeah, they give you that animation of biting both sides of your neck. I just don't like that.
Mhm.
Cool idea, no, but I don't know. And like people say, how was a prequel? Like even though if it was a prequel, like it was still cool. But yeah, again, you got to realize these were celebrity casts, and they never had the time. And Jason Blundell even explained that they never had the time to record these celebrity voice actors' lines at the start because they were working on their own stuff, movies, radio shows, and stuff. Like these people are popular. They've got their own lives too. It's
Mhm.
not just about one thing, which is Blackest War in this case. And then Ancient Evil. Oh my god, Ancient Evil literally took my fucking breath away. Amazing map, beautiful. Even though it's Chaos Story, I didn't mind it. Skeletons. Yeah, fuck the skeletons. The Geganese, like he's a bullet sponge, but he's a cool ass boss.
Yeah.
And they added in the Blightfires, which my god, I'm surprised Blightfires are not even in Ether because the Blightfires are cool as fuck. But the boss fight was really cool.
Yes.
The gauntlets are really cool. Heck, I think the only problem with the gauntlets is that it doesn't have that much ammo, but it works because of the upgrades and their abilities and stuff. And
Yeah.
honestly, just the map itself, like you have two sides of the map. You have a light side and you have a dark side, and no matter what like bit you're at, it's both nice. And like, boys, you can fly fucking Pegasus. Who expected that shit? Like, it was
Badass.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then we had like a 4 month of no new zombies map due to Operation Spectre Rising, because that split into 2 parts, and every operation lasts 2 months. So Operation Spectre Rising Part 1 and Part 2. So they were both split into 4 months.
Mhm.
And then Alpha Omega came out, and personally, I think that was peak Black Ops. Well, no, there was launch, but then it died down quickly due to blue screens. But apart from that, I think Alpha Omega was peak BO4 due to Ether coming back. Heck, I saw some people hating on the fact that it was Nuketown, but it was fun. Rhaegar Mark II, like variants, like boys, do build Rhaegar Mark II? Who'd be smoking crack in that building? And like, it was just really cool. And like the Avogadro coming back, and like Alpha Omega was cool. And like, I'm surprised when people say it's a boring map. I'm like, it's their opinion. I don't hate them for it, but I'm just surprised because Alpha Omega done really good for before. And then we got Tiger Tone, which obviously a lot of people didn't like, but a lot of people do like it more than Alpha, which in Alpha, like for BO4 wise, buffed it up a lot. So and like Tag, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Everyone, get to church. Let's go. Tag, I thought it was good. Like the Tundra gun, it's buffed up. The only problem is that you get damage, and that's why like I always rock PhD. The type of boss fight thing, like people don't even say like there's a boss fight thing, but take it like this: was there a boss fight in Origins? Fuck no, but people still say it's cool. Like and like with Black Ops 4 budget cuts, take it like Black Ops 2 for example. They can't do shit. They just have to do what they've been left with.
Yeah.
Mhm. Exactly.
So
yeah.
I didn't really mind it. And the map when it changed to fucking Satan's Hell, like holy shit, it was cool. And like I don't like agree with how you get the secret Easter egg, but the Easter egg itself is cool. Like where you can see Mars and stuff. I really like that. But in general, I really like Tag for what it is, and like heck, I'm a Call of the Dead fanboy. They put George Romero's glasses in there, which was really fucking cool too. But in general, I thought Tag was like a good map. I didn't necessarily hate it or anything. It was just how it was brought up. So yeah, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I just hope Black Ops Cold War Zombies can just like I see it like when I saw the review and before I was thinking this, I was like, it's going to be better than World at War due to graphics and just how World at War works back then. I can see it being better than BO1. I can see it being better than BO2 due to the fact that people don't like transit. Well, people are starting to like transit now. People hate Die Rise, Nuketown, and I'm seeing more people hating on Buried, which I don't know why. And then people like Origins and Mob, but yeah, again, Origins is being remastered, Mob's being remade, but yeah, again, Mob could be remastered again, so it doesn't really matter. And then like Advanced Warfare and World War II Zombies, they're definitely surpassing them. IW Zombies, I don't know because most people like Infinite Warfare now due to Zombie Spaceland, Raven Redwoods, Mephistopheles, and the Director's Cut Easter egg, aka the Super Easter egg, the best one. So I don't know if it could be IW. I think it will, but I just don't know because a lot of people do like zombies in that game now, like a lot. Black Ops 4. Fuck if this doesn't be Black Ops 4. We're all done for it.
I believe it can. Like
Yeah,
from what we've seen,
it definitely has the potential from what we've seen so far.
Like for starters, we have the original perks coming back, so that's one thing that's already into it.
Boys, no perk limit.
No perm limit,
perks. What are we saying, boys?
I know. It'll be. I don't know if they're gonna try to counteract that with like the perks are gonna be more expensive, so you can't like just buy them all like really quick.
Like,
I hope they don't.
Like as soon as you get past a certain limit, each perk costs more and more than what it is.
Yeah.
Then
even if it's not like that, I still think people will like it because like the way Perkaholic worked in BO4, I didn't mind, but like compared to BO3's was definitely better.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Gobblegums are way better than elixirs.
Oh yeah, definitely due to closing up. But BO4's like if people complain at the fact that you can buy all perks, why the fuck did you like Black Ops 3? Like why like in general? Because most people would be like, oh my god, Perkaholic! Like people would be hyped up because that was the most OP Gobblegum at the start. And a lot of people liked that. Like 75% of the community loved that shit. If like you're literally getting Perkaholic for free without spending money for micro fucking transactions or Newton's cookbook for that matter, boys. So this makes it even better. And like this is why I'm saying they're adding in Advanced Warfare because Advanced Warfare never had a perk limit. So honestly, I'm glad they're doing it with this game. And so far, we've only like they said you can open up a 6-pack, which I'm gonna guess is only 6 perks. So it's gonna be like a Shadows of Evil. So I am kind of surprised. Boys, right? I know it's a shit perk, but like, can we all just talk about how sexy Deadshot Zachary looks for a second?
Yeah. Is that with the electric guitars on it?
Thumbnails.
Yeah, have you seen the memes that they've been going around? It's like start of 2020 was like BO1 Deadshot. The end of 2020 was the new Deadshot. I saw that. It looks sick.
I might just have to buy it just to look at it.
First perk, Juggernaut, get your fucking shit out of here. We're buying Deadshot.
Yeah, legit.
But Deadshot looks amazing, and going back, and I know Turbo's speaking about this right now. Can this game beat Black Ops 3? It has the potential, and it's a possibility.
From what I've seen from the community, as it is from the start from the trailer reaction, I'd say it does.
It
it's
can.
A possibility.
I feel like it's going to be very hard because a lot
of people didn't like Black Ops 4, and they want to base their experience off of last year. And like the reason why I can see this being the best zombies game due to player count and everything is because of Warzone. Think about it. They're added in Warzone aspects within this. Score streaks. And you know how I said this was like a sandbox and how they just want to fuck about for this game to be fun? My exact point. In Warzone, like, big streamers, XQC and shit, like, a lot of people found that shit fun. So, honestly, the fact that they're bringing in Warzone aspects, free DLC, post-launch content, storyline shit.
It's all free. Everything's
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
Zombies will be free like Warzone. So
yeah, so honestly, I could see Warzone players and multiplayer people coming in to play zombies. So that's the only reason why, because of Warzone being free to play and it having some Warzone aspects.
Well, that and like with Warzone, like when they're teasing the next game, they're doing a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah,
you
like
had a
they were
lot of
doing, like,
Warzone
shit.
players doing that. To where I think you're getting some Warzone players like,
I feel
I
like
actually like doing this.
yeah,
So
we're
then they
gonna
go to zombies
open up
and
the
maybe do it.
community a little bit. I feel like we're gonna get some people that are brand new to zombies. Due to that fact that there was a lot of zombies like Easter eggs and stuff within like Warzone, and like everyone was doing it. Even people who don't play zombies were doing those Easter eggs. So like I feel like I hope that they see that and they kind of like that aspect. And they're like, okay, let me check out zombies. It's gonna be free, so it's not like you have to pay for a bunch of shit.
Don't shit Black Ops Pass. Get that fucking shit out the
Yeah.
window.
Out of here.
Like, and here's the thing. I was talking to my best friend from school, and I said, I think that this could be every single Zombies game, but not BO3. There's a good chance it can now, but before the reveal, I thought it could be better than every single game apart from BO3, due to Zombie Chronicles.
Yeah.
But now, I see the possibility, boys.
Yeah.
I have the community was so hyped for this.
Yeah.
In particular, in the back of my mind, when I watched Milo, his reaction to the trailer, I don't know if any of you guys have seen that, but he literally freaks the fuck out.
He's so happy.
Yeah, I think he's just genuinely happy again to get back into YouTube and stuff
Especially
like that.
after his 9-month break as well. Like
Uh-huh.
that. And I think everyone needed a break from zombies because, like, Modern Warfare never had zombies, so that I see this as a good thing.
Oh yeah, I don't want zombies in every game. I really believe
Treyarch.
that Treyarch, it should not strictly be a Treyarch thing, because obviously there's been some good with Infinite Warfare and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like having those breaks, I think I saw Expert or someone tweet this out. They said, like, yeah, I think we should have it to where it's zombies is only a thing every like other year when Treyarch comes along, because then that hype it hypes it up and it makes people want to come back and play it. When you have zombies every single year, maybe people get bored of it.
Too bored.
That's what I liked back in the day. Like going from BO2 to BO3, you had that like stretch where like BO2 zombies was fun, and you just kept playing it, and then like it kind of died down just a little bit after like everything was released, and then BO3 was like teased and everything, and then people started playing BO2 zombies. Just like it just built up more hype for the game for BO3. I feel like if you have zombies every single time, it just gets like tiresome. But yeah, I'm glad that there was no zombies in Modern Warfare. I feel like they would have done a shit job. I feel like their Warzone was, I think they did really well in Warzone, honestly. Besides the early hacker problem, there's still a hacker problem, but they're doing a lot better on it. I feel that the alternate mode of zombies should strictly be a Treyarch thing, because Treyarch at the time and time again has knocked out of the park, and the only time they haven't is when they had to split their resources and they had to wrap it up, and it was forced. So I think Treyarch should just always have, because that and Craig Houston, the lead story writer of zombies, he always somehow just like wraps up a good story. Even like I didn't necessarily like Chaos, but I think towards the end I started to have more of appreciation. I think Ancient Evil did Chaos justice, because since it was all jumbled up and then you have Ancient Evil, I feel like that gave Chaos like justification.
Yeah, I like the Greek aspect of it.
Yeah,
that's something I really liked.
Yeah, you just felt like you were on like the Parthenon. Yeah, and you run around, and I did like that aspect of like you have zombies, but it's mixed in with like Greek mythology and stuff like that, and you get like Apollo's shield, and you get the Pegasus, and like they really wrap that in well. Other than 9, Ancient Evil is probably my next favorite map. I'd have to say. That and Dead of the Night, those two. But yeah,
Yeah, because it was something different. Because mainly right now it's just been World War II based, is what it's been throughout all zombies, pretty much. So it's nice to go to a different scenery. Because that's what I think of it as. Because it's just, like, you think about it, since the beginning of zombies, besides like non-Treyarch games, it's been World War II based.
yeah.
But in this, it went further back, technically, which was nice.
Yeah, and do I think it has the potential to beat BO3 zombies? Yes. Do I think it will? I think it'll be very hard. I don't necessarily see it beating BO3 because BO3 they did multiple things well. They did wonderful storyline. The storyline was fucking pog. Second, the cutscenes were good as fuck. You had really good cutscenes, and I think that's why people were pissed in BO4 when you didn't get those cutscenes. Because BO3 cutscenes were pog. When like they first did like what comes to my mind is Der Eisendrache when you had Milo in Rad Austin when they figured out the Easter egg and then you see the cutscene like that was I feel like peak BO3 like you solving the Easter egg, seeing the cutscenes. The cutscenes were awesome. They also did the system worked really well on BO3 as well, and really really good maps. I feel like it'll be very hard to beat it, but from what I've seen so far, it looks pretty good.
I'm just like I'm putting my hopes up for the like I'm not gonna that's why I'm saying I believe it does have the capability of beating out BO3. I'm just not putting it to the standards there. I'm just having a free range where I'm not gonna be like disappointed.
Yeah, keeping an open mind.
Exactly.
All
right, Clarky. So, quick question for you.
So,
we're gonna be having Cold War coming out in November, which means I think everybody's gonna be spending a good couple $100 plus getting the new game as well. So, what console are you thinking about going with?
What's the story again? Okay.
No,
no. Actually, we're
bringing in the South Park console wars.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I am gonna get both, but due to like pre-order sales have been doing good, I'm going to go for one first. Honestly, like, and my best friend, like, he mainly likes PlayStation. He, like, the reason why he's not the biggest fan of Xbox is because the controller. He's just not a big fan of controller. But it's like, and here's another thing. Like, when people said like it came to like specs and stuff, it doesn't even matter about the specs. It's just personal preference at the end of the day. Like, and they're either way, they're both powerful consoles. Like, I think every PS5 user, when you're getting the PS5, can agree that like the Xbox is stronger, like for specs and stuff. I even agree with that, right? But it's personal preference at the end of the day, like what you've grown up with and shit. Either way, they're still both good. As long as they can run the games that you like to play, why the hell does it matter?
Because one name is PS4 or PS5 and the other name is Xbox.
I feel like a lot of it has to be it has to do with what people bought first or what they grew up playing. I feel like that has a very big factor with it.
That is that, and then what games are specific to each console.
Some
like for
exclusivity.
PS5, the main thing is like Spider-Man.
Miles Morales,
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. But with these new games, I feel like a lot of new games, multiplayer based games, a lot of them are going to be cross platform. So you won't. That's going to be awesome. I feel like Z4C it'll open up in such like a different way because you'll be able to play like across platforms with
Xbox
different teams.
and PC.
Yeah, like it won't just be like PS4 and Xbox One, and it'll be like I feel like that's not split the community, but it sucks to not
can do something.
Yeah, so when you have everyone playing together, I think it's just gonna I feel like it's just gonna unite us more.
Yeah, because that's the one thing that's separated like me from a certain standpoint from like the entire like Z4C community. I felt like after Z4C ended, like I sort of parted ways in a sense, not fully, but it's just like
You
it
couldn't
wasn't
play
the
with
same
certain
as
people.
yeah. I couldn't play with like 90% of you guys because you all were on PlayStation,
Yeah.
and so that just took me away from not being able to play with you guys. So I just went my own way in a sense. But I feel like with this, I'll be able to get back into the roots like we were right before Z for C2 or the
Mhm.
first one where we were all together back like yeah, because that was a fun time back then. I'm interested. That's one thing that I really like about Cold War is that I'm actually gonna be able to play zombies with Clarky, Zazu, Caleb, all of these guys that we all played with in Z for C for the first
Yeah.
time. It's amazing. I'm really excited to do that.
Same.
Yeah, I'm really excited. But in general, I do think Black Ops Cold War Zombies can do well. They just have to go in the right direction. Don't do a Black Ops 4, and please, if there's a problem, fix it immediately, because that's what you should do when a game first launch.
Yeah,
Listen to
I
your
agree.
community.
Like, they're already listening, like, lads. Tony Flame's already on the ball. Like, they're already listening, and the game's not even out. But I'm honestly happy. Like, the marketing for the game has been good with Pawn Takes Pawn. Holy shit. Like, that shit's been fun. Going on Warzone, Bunkers, the live event reveal, being fucking announced, and rest in peace Xbox players here, right? Sorry, but, like, the announce for, like, an alpha was cool and shit, and then, like, the obvious beta and stuff, like, I'm honestly happy, like, with how they're, like, marketing this game. I'm,
Hey,
like,
sorry.
It feels like
Give it our chance.
they're putting a lot of effort into it, and that's what I like. I feel like
yeah,
they actually like really, really care about the game and care about the users, so they're doing as much as they can to
Yeah.
get hype for it, which obviously they're doing. They're succeeding in that aspect.
Yeah, I haven't seen people hyped about a game at this scale in a little while.
Since like BO3, honestly, like right before BO3,
BO4 was very hyped, but it just never went
something
through.
about this, because, like, BO4, just out of the nowhere, a live stream happens, and then we get the reveal that, oh, next game's going to be Black Ops 4. And then all of a sudden we get a reveal on May 18th. But this is building up. This isn't just like, okay, there it is, right? As much as I like the BO4 reveal, this is definitely better because it built up hype. This was a community thing. It's not where we were all meeting up to one place or watching a simple YouTube live stream. This was built up hype so we can react to this, find this shit. It wasn't specifically zombies as well, because, like, it was Easter egg content. It wasn't just specifically zombies. It was campaign, not multiplayer, because multiplayer never had anything to do with politics pod. But, like, campaign and zombies, like, all that shit was hunt worthy. Like, definitely.
Yeah, I'm excited for the aspect of like. So we got Samantha in here because I love how they did that with the telephone. Like when she was putting the numbers in, you
It's
do it out. It's Maxis. I remember watching Noah J. I don't know if you guys saw it when he figured it out.
Yeah, he flipped, man.
Dude, he flipped shit. He was like, "It's Maxis. It's Samantha. Confirmed." I was just sitting there. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, I didn't even think about it at the time. But then going back and then seeing that happen, I was like, mind blown. And then, other thing for me is Richtofen.
Yeah.
Eddie is definitely
alive.
gonna make an appearance in this. I feel.
Yeah. I feel like, and like, I know Nolan North did confirm that he's not going to be in the next game, but I see it where they're going to get like a teenage version of Eddie, or maybe just a 20 version of him.
Yeah.
And just like due to that, like I think like, and I know people don't like the new voice actor of Woods, right? But for Richtofen, this would make sense because he's younger.
He's younger.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for a new voice actor to come along if. Like, he never said Richtofen was gone. He just said Nolan North himself, the actor, wasn't going to be in Black Ops Cold. So Eddie still has a chance to return. It's just gonna. I just think it's going to be a different voice actor due to the fact that he is young.
He'll be younger.
And that and one of the main things they said in there, some things don't stay dead forever. Wasn't that sort of like that, guys?
I'm getting some Dr. Monte Shadowman vibes from this shit.
And
I think
I think we might get some like of the characters might return. Like I think we'll get some voice, like we'll hear their voices at some point.
There's gonna be homages. There's
Yeah.
no way that you can't, when you're still working within the same universe, still pay tribute to some of those previous Ether characters. I feel like there's always gonna be little hints and nods and tips of the hat to some of those characters, whether they're just Easter eggs and maps, or if there's voices. But obviously, it's the Dark Ether, and with the new Wonder Weapon, it almost, or there was stuff that like they almost looked like voids. I could
Look at Pack-a-Punch.
Pack-a-Punch. I could
Pack-a-Punch looks cool as well.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It looks
like it's almost got like part of the thunder gun sticking out of it.
the washing machine of death.
Yeah. It's badass.
Yeah, I could see them doing a George Romero like they did with Tag. Maybe add in their free for clothing or some shit. George Romero's glasses, or in this case, it might be Nikolai's hat, Takio's katana, and then you hold square on and you get like a little quote or something. Richthofen's blood vials, or you see like a gun that was like dear to Dempsey, like a death machine, but you just can't pick it up.
I'm interested in what they're gonna do with Noct, because that's where it started, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, isn't it in the storyline that like did any of the Marines die at Noct, or is it that Varrock they did?
All the people died at Varrock, apart from Dempsey.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the people in Nacht, all of them died apart from one, so you could go back and tell the stuff that's
That's what it
happened
was.
over
Yeah,
there.
I'm wondering if they're gonna have something there. They're gonna find like something for the soldiers there.
That's
like-
like
That's
holy
like,
shit, Cody! You big brain bastard. Okay.
I just
I
can't.
feel-
I wouldn't
just
say Cody has a big
realized-
brain, but
No, but like, I just realized. Think about it like this: Nactor and Toan, right? They're doing a transit where most of it's a new map, right? Transit was a new map. They just plonked Nactor and Toan in there. They're literally doing the same with this. In this case, in Nactor and Toan, they start off with just unnamed characters. Well, at least I think they're unnamed, right? What if in this case, right, we get like we're starting off in that and the multiplayer operatives, right? And then next map, it's a legitimate crew. If it's not, I'm fine with it. But still, I would be fine with that, honestly, because like I can see them doing a World at War where we just get multiplayer operatives for the first map, and then we get an actual set crew where Samantha, if you play Samantha,
Weaver and all them.
yeah. So I can see that being a possibility. Cody, you big brain bastard. That was like the best idea I've ever had in my mind.
I've also
Thought just crossed my mind.
because in the trailer, it almost looked like there was little things that like opened up like a void, and I could see like maybe they mix it into the map, but like something where you interact and it's like a flashback. You know how in Horizon Drak how you go and you see Dr. Groff and it's like kind of like a flashback. Like
Yeah.
I could so see that like. You go into these maps, even if they're remade, and there's like a thing you do with the Easter egg or whatever, and it flashes you back, and you see the Ether characters, or like something where you go into the other dimension, because this is the Dark Ether, and there's voids, and I could so see something like that happening where you interact with something, kind of take a look into the past, and you're just kind of like overseeing some of the old Ether characters or the old events taking place, and it has something to do with the Easter egg. I could see something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I can see that happening. So
That is possible, yeah. There's so many things that can happen.
in this game,
Yeah, because like it's the Dark Ether, so it's pretty much brand new. So they have endless possibilities.
yeah, they can go anywhere now with Ether. And like I see this in a good step of direction. Like it's not like this is a new universe. Just stuff in the Dark Ether is a different universe. Just stuff from the Dark Ether is being leaked into that universe. So honestly, I see this as the best play that Treyarch has done. So he's like, no one liked Chaos. I don't think people would be interested in a new story, but you never know. It could have been a possibility. But the fact that they are continuing Ether in a new way is probably the best thing like I've ever heard. For community wise, like I would have been fine with anything, but still though, like
Yeah.
yes.
I feel like it's their way of when they kind of had the Dark Ether, it's their way of being able to bring back what everyone knows and loves of zombies, and still being able to create something new, create a new storyline. I I think it's five head play. They're doing everything right so far, and it's not like predictable. Like right now, I can't predict what's gonna happen because I have no idea. That's what I like. With some of the other games and maps, you could kind of see where you were going. Even though I liked the BO3 storyline and I liked what they're doing, like it was very linear and going from map to map and taking the souls and stuff like that. So I don't know what's gonna happen for the first time.
Yeah.
And so I'm
Who
excited.
knows for Treyarch? Yeah, I'm really excited to see what
I know
they're
Craig
gonna have to
Houston
offer.
will write a hell of a story. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like, lads, the new director, he's worked on the Black Ops 1 campaign, he's worked on fucking the DE Mob and Origins. I have faith.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have big faith.
Mm-hmm. I just can't wait to see how he's gonna bring it to the table because from what I've seen so far, to say they did the trailer fantastic in my eyes.
Yes.
I'm not disappointed in it. I just hope it is not like
It lives up to
BO4.
what's been told. Yeah.
Or was it I think it was BO4 or there's some aspects from the campaign or not the campaign, the trailer for BO4 Zombies looks sick, look badass.
It just didn't live up to the hype. There was
It
so much
didn't-
hype,
yeah.
and then the game just didn't live up to it. So I hope that with all the hype surrounding this game, that it can live up to it.
Like, dude, I remember like 2 weeks after BO4, like fucking Conan Pizza's already doing Advanced Warfare, all zombies Easter eggs, like, and like, there was 4 maps, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jesus, and like I'm glad they're not doing that because 4 maps, heck, it's cool, but it split the community because
It
Easter egg
did,
hunting.
yeah.
Honestly, if they did it well, alright, you need to focus on Voyage because Voyage was the first map. As soon as you solve Voyage and that Easter egg solved, you can play the next map. And the same goes for Blood of the Dead, and the same goes for Classified. So
Yeah.
if they'd done it like that, but yeah, again, if that was the case and some people didn't like that, yeah. But if like anything, I can see it where a community thing where it's like as soon as one person solved Voyage, it's unlocked for everyone globally.
Mm-hmm. That would be
So-
cool.
Yeah, so that would be an innocent fix. But yeah, again, like either way, it's for the community. So I'm glad they're not doing it with this. If they're doing 2 maps, I think that's totally fine. And I think every year, and when Zombies comes out, it should be 2 maps all the time. I don't want 4. I don't want 3. I don't want splitting the
Yeah.
community. It's cool, more content and all, but it causes
Mhm.
problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like BO3 did it good. They had shadows and then they had
The giant.
the giant, which the giant really it was just survival based.
It
Yeah,
was a good contrast. You go from like intense, high story based, just so much like to, at least for me playing Shadows first, I was like overwhelmed. So it was always good to fall back on the giant, something I know, like I obviously it's just Doris, but like I could always fall back on something where I could grind, just chill. Like I didn't have to like really put much thought into it. Although I do like that aspect of like Shadows. At first it was kind of overwhelming. So they had a really good contrast there, where there was
Yeah.
just a survival map and then there was a progressive linear storyline map.
Which I'm hoping they do that. Like they come out with like maps that aren't solely just Easter egg based. Like if you come out with the map like the giant, where it's just like it's a chill map where you just go to survive. Like
That's
If
where
they
I
come out-
think Zombies Chronicles 2 comes in.
yes, if they come out with that in the end, hogs.
And they
Yeah,
have
even,
those survival
like,
maps.
I can see them doing another mob remaster. Like it's just the exact same map, just with different graphics.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, again, it's the celebrity cast problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a mob remaster is a low chance.
It
Yeah.
sadly is, but who knows? Like,
who knows?
No, I
Yeah,
mean
and,
the
like,
only way I
they-
could see them doing that is if you can use multiplayer like operatives and stuff in zombies. That map, everything will be the same, except
Oh, no.
for they like you just wouldn't be able to play those characters. You can have your customizable multiplayer or otherwise just characters in zombies in general. Yeah.
True fact. Another
Yeah,
big brain moment, boys.
Either way, I would be excited for a mob remake.
all I'm gonna say is this: I have not been this hyped about zombies since BO3.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Like this hyped. Like
Yeah.
BO4,
I'm
I
not gonna
was
get hyped at all. I have lost all my faith in most Call of Duty. So until the game comes out, we will see.
Yeah. Still, I
I'm
can't.
sorry, Call of Duty's been shit the last several years. Absolute dog.
Like as a whole,
Yeah, as a whole, everything about it.
I could agree with
Dog.
you to a certain extent. As a whole, yeah, like overall in general, I think the last like really solid Call of Duty was BO3.
BO3.
Although I do like aspects from
World
some
War
of the,
II has been the best one in the last several years.
I'd say
Yes,
for
those.
next gen, World War
that
II
had a
has
really
it.
good multiplayer, but I don't think the
Campaign
zombies and campaign matched up to.
The
Even-
zombies was on a good road with like
Yeah.
Final Right. Darkest Shore killed it, and then it brought back with the Shadow Throne because everyone liked the Shadow Throne due to it having a hard like boss and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and the fucking tortured path.
Yeah, see, I never
I
got
have no words.
into.
Dude.
I never got into World War II zombies.
I didn't mind the torture path because the reason why the people hate it was due to the fact that pre-patch, all the challenges were not balanced. Like some challenges sound easier than others. Like shooting like the back of the head of a bomber zombie, boys, get fucking 3 weapons for that shit. It's difficult, but now it's literally easy. You can get that shit done in 5 seconds. And the Frozen Dawn, the reason why, like, the Frozen Dawn I thought it was good, gameplay wise. The end of the cutscene just didn't make sense to me. But, apart from that, I thought the Frozen Dawn was cool. The aesthetic of it, graphics, everything. I thought the gameplay was perfect on the map as well. And the Easter egg was simple. Just get all the wonder weapons and upgrade them. That was literally the Easter egg. As long as you have all the wonder weapons, 4 of them, upgraded, place them down on a stone little tablet thing, go into the boss fight room, kill the boss. And the boss himself is cool. Heck, he's easy to kill. You can kill him in 5 seconds, but still, he is really cool. But the reason why I don't think Frozen Dawn did that well was due to the torture path.
Mm-hmm. I'd say I'm just ready for a game where we have a solid campaign, solid
a
like,
well-rounded
zombies,
game
solid zombies and like solid like the entire game is
where they just
good.
hit it. They get an
Everywhere.
A+ on all facets, on all
Yeah.
sides. Where campaign, Warzone, multiplayer, and zombies all just kick ass. I feel like that just leaves a
In
lot of
gaming
replay.
general, there hasn't been a game that way in a very long time. It just hasn't been that way. Because you had other games like Battlefield and Halo and Call of Duty. They all, like, in the beginning, long time ago, right? Xbox 360 and when the Xbox One came out, had good campaigns, the whole game in general. But ever since then, Halo, Halo 4, and Halo 5 were totally dog ass. Except for maybe the multiplayer in Halo 4 and part of the story in Halo 5. Other than that, everything else has been just dog.
Yeah, I think
There hasn't been a game with a good campaign, a good multiplayer, and a good like zombies or
alternate
whatever.
mode. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
alternate mode.
agree. I feel like, especially nowadays, to take on as many modes as possible and make them all really good, I feel like it's almost an impossible task.
It's a hard task.
It's
especially
so
with
hard. I think it can be done. I just think that it's so hard
gonna be
because you only have so many resources and so many people working on every single mode. Obviously, with Warzone, was Warzone
Raven.
created by Raven? Yeah, Raven Studios. So I feel like each game now is gonna have a little bit of everybody working on it. It's not just gonna be solely Treyarch or solely Infinity War or Sledgehammer. I feel like obviously Warzone's here to stay. It's gonna be transferred. It was a big hit, made a lot of money. It's gonna be transferred from obviously into Cold War and into probably the next game after that is my guess. But yeah, I will agree.
That's one thing the community really likes.
I will agree, Connor. There hasn't really been games that in the past.
Halo Reach and Black Ops 2 were like the last ones with a solid campaign, solid extra game mode, and solid multiplayer.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Reach was probably the best game with it. It had one of with my favorite game with multiplayer, the survival, and then the campaign.
Yeah.
Campaign in Reach is too fucking good to even it's amazing. The multiplayer was a ton of fun, and survival was a ton of fun.
I remember doing like Hunger Games custom matches.
Oh, and then Modern Warfare 3 too. They did solid in Modern Warfare 2. Those were both also solid.
Yeah. I just think with so much nowadays
shit going on in the world.
Yeah, it's hard to do that. It's hard to.
Well, they're focusing on ways to make money. More than appealing to gamers.
I would agree. I feel like
they focus more on adding extra content that can be bought or putting out games as fast as possible. Get their game out as quick as possible before it's finished so they can make money.
Yeah, publishers like Activision out there, they forced a lot of shit on Treyarch that just Treyarch did not want to do, but they're their bosses, so they have to do it.
Yeah, that's
correct.
The problem. But I'm seeing like we're having it to where more of these studios are going on the game. So I'm hoping that's going to make more possibilities to where we are going to be able at some point, hopefully going to get a game like we did, like BO2. I'm really hoping that with multiple studios working on games, it's going to create a possibility of us getting that 5-star game that we had.
I give respect to studios in these times making new games because everyone's going through a hard time with COVID and stuff, but they're still willing to make games for people and Black Ops Cold War campaign. Everyone's saying it looks amazing. I'm pumped for it. It's a sequel from Black Ops 1, and the multiplayer. The alpha, sure, was only to PS4 players, but just from those PS4 players alone, dude, everyone sounded happy. There was some fixes. I definitely do think there's fixes, but yet again, as an alpha. But this gives Treyarch a lot of thinking to do, and they're always responding to questions now, like Tony Flame and stuff. So I give them respect for what they're doing this year. They don't want to do a Black Ops 4 where they don't really listen to the community as much. They're doing that this year, and in times like this, it's shit. They are still need to make in DLC, and the same goes for Infinity Work. Is they've still Season 6 is just released, and they've already got a type of Halloween update on October 20th, which is nuts.
Yeah, so, I'm excited for that.
And I'm really, really glad it's not an October release this year, because I get the feeling
more time.
I get the feeling they done the alpha on purpose. They instantly thought, saying, right, okay, well, we'll have it in September, right? That gives us a whole 2 weeks of September to think from the people that what we've said, and add some changes to the beta. And then the beta, and it is on October. It's happening next Thursday. And then they'll listen to the feedback from the beta, which will be in the month of October, and then they'll add down multiplayer. And then I think multiplayer will be good. Campaign, it's campaign. And zombies, they just need to stay on the fucking ball of zombies. And again, I'm not saying they shouldn't focus on multiplayer, but it's you've had an alpha, you've had a beta, and you've had a lot of time. You should mainly be focused on a game that doesn't have a beta and an open beta. Campaign,
zombies, yes.
Campaign, yeah. There's a reason. We can understand why that doesn't have an open beta and stuff. And the same goes for zombies too, right? But zombies is co-op, and zombies is being a good place for everyone. World at War, BO1, BO2, BO3. Heck, I am even going to say IW because people do like IW these days now. I'm not going to say BO4 because people don't like BO4. I personally did, but from a community standpoint, people never. But still, though, I think they should just mainly focus on zombies. And, like, yeah, go and focus on campaign. I'm not saying completely don't take fucking shit from multiplayer. Do focus on multiplayer too, but it's just the fact that zombies needs a lot of attention this year. Black Ops 4 zombies didn't do as well last year because they never got enough support from the community and from the actual developers itself due to Activision forcing them to do stuff mainly focusing on Blackout. This time they don't even have a battle royale. Well, they do, but that's Raven's job, and that's a really good thing. So IFF for sure.
I just like one thing I wish they would do is that with Cold War, it'd be cool if they would just be like, oh yeah, we'll release zombies in the game, like in the beta.
I feel that
Like-
if they were gonna do that, they would have to disable like the Easter egg or something. I feel
I'd be
like
fine with that.
maybe, or they release like, you know how BO3 had the giant and that. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you should release like, if they have a giant equivalent, just a survival map, something to give you still get to know get the feel of Cold War zombies, but you don't like, you can't like solve all the Easter eggs and do all that stuff.
Yeah, because that would give them like something to work for. Like with BO4, the biggest thing on launch was blue screening for PlayStation users. Like they do that, they find that out during the beta, to when the game comes out. That's one less thing they have to worry about. That's what I see it as.
I'm going to say this, right? If they do, like, I really disagree with the idea of the beta and stuff for zombies due to the fact that, like, people have been in game files. But yeah, again, like, as time has went on, I've understand how it works. So I am going to say this. If anything, if they want to give an alpha, do not give it to PC. And I'm not shitting on PC players here. But yeah, again, one of the World War II zombies problems and BO4's problem was the fact that states were being leaked with BO4 and Dead of the Night. Same went for Voyage and Blood, and surprisingly not Night. And Classified too. It's like, we don't want it ruined. So, if anything, if they're doing a zombies beta, do it for PS4 only, or PS5, whatever, or just Xbox, whatever, just as long as it's not PC. I know PC's better, and I know PC's like the top thing for gaming, and it's all personal preference at the end of the day. But even if you disable the Easter egg, it still gives you that ability to go into the files and hunt for that Easter egg.
That is true. That's probably one of the things they focus on is like PC will ruin it.
And like they've been quiet with zombies this year. They have been quiet ever since like now because it's been revealed, but they've been quiet.
Yeah, normally we would have gotten stuff a few months ago for zombie related.
I get the feeling that they're doing
everything
it on
in general
purpose.
with this game has been
Unorthodox, and it's
delayed.
just been delayed. So I'm not mad about that though.
Yeah, I'm not past. They have all the reason to delay the fucking game. If it's not coming out on November 13th, not even past. Genuinely, like.
Yeah, as long as it's a polished game.
Yeah, like, boys, we're in a pandemic here. Like, if people complained at the fact that they delayed the game, like, for one, every time a Call of Duty releases, trailer-wise here, just the trailer, people shit on it, right? And then people say, oh, delay the game. And then when a game does get delayed, people shit on it for being delayed.
It's like a lose-lose.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why, man. Like, I get the feeling people shit on it just cause they just want to shit on it for jokes, but it's like, even if it's a joke, like, take Black Ops 4, for example, right? Like, I'm not blaming the community here for Black Ops 4's failure, but, like, just after, like, Chaos story not doing well and the community didn't like it that much, we ended up with, like, remade maps for Ether and stuff. And as much as I didn't mind it, like, it was, like, and Rad Austin, before he left from YouTube, even made this video saying, the community itself was a bit of a problem with Black Ops 4, because even though there was blue screens, you just had to go with it and just say, right, we'll wait for a fix, and then there we go, that's the game. So, honestly, like, it's just the amount of support from the community, it was another reason why Black Ops 4 has always done the best. I'm not shouting on the community, I love the fuck at this community, but I'm just saying that was one of the reasons.
Yeah, I would agree.
So as long as this game has a lot of support and positivity, it can do well. And this is what Greg said at the start of his video. Like, even though Black Ops 4 didn't do that well, and if you don't like Black Ops 4, sure, that's fine. It's your opinion at the end of the day, right? But just please be positive if you do want this game to be well, alright?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So
I
there's
100%
nothing,
agree.
yeah, there's nothing much I can say apart from the fact that just,
You just gotta think positive when the game comes out. Don't be
Yeah.
100% negative, because then you're not gonna have fun playing it, and then it's just gonna come to you complaining about Twitter on it and causing rants. That's what I've
mhm.
seen. Like, just be positive. Just don't be, oh, this game's gonna be a nice shitty Call of Duty.
Just keep an open
One-
mind.
Exactly, that's what the main thing is.
And like that's why like I didn't want to shit on Black Ops 4 because I didn't mind it. I can understand why people like Black Ops 3 more and shit. But yeah, again, like I like all Call of Duties. I like all games, but like I like them for what they are. I can definitely say more games say Black Ops 3. I definitely agree that that game has more ups than downs compared to BO4. But that doesn't mean I hate BO4. I still like BO4 for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people need to take that in context for liking the game for what it is. Not every single Call of Duty campaign, multiplayer, battle royale, zombies, whatever is going to be the same every year. It's going to change it up a bit, and you just have to live with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't like how it is, just go back to the previous Call of Duties that you liked. It's not hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Exactly.
I hope this game also has longevity. I feel like with a lot of Call of Duties in the past that were good, they had a very long lasting life. They didn't just last to the next Call of Duty. Like BO2, I was playing BO2 back in like 2017. 5 years after it had already came out. BO3, I still played BO3 Zombies. I'm still on there. So
Yeah.
like I feel like if it's going to be a good game that it'll last long enough to where you could still play the game. I still play BO4 as well. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I go back on there all the time and play zombies.
Yeah, you're going to Dark Matter and shit, Coda.
Yeah, I haven't been on that in a while.
Yeah.
I gotta get back into that. Dude, Dark Matter is so hard to get in zombies. Like,
Yeah,
think
it
people
gives you something
understand.
to do, which, even though it was a pain in the ass in Black Ops 4 Zombies Dark Matter, it got you something to do in Black Ops 4, which I do
Exactly.
respect them for that. It's because, like, it's the same thing, like, Easter eggs, high rounds, speedruns, but in this case, it gave you something to do. Like, you can grind cameras in BO3, but it only takes a day.
yeah.
yeah, like that. Like, shit. What was it?
Red
You gotta
Dead.
get like 2,000 something headshots.
Yeah.
Or we used to with the weapon, and then you gotta get like
Cry,
2,000.
cry, Cody. Cry,
Shut
cry.
up. It's like you
Shut
shut up.
Ooh.
Shut up, Connor.
I have to get 2,000 headshots. Oh no.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just
buddy.
Grandpa Cody.
Okay.
Complaining
Grandpa
again.
Cody ranting about
Oh,
stuff again.
Fucking Christ, you know, go fuck yourself. Besides Clarky.
Uh,
Oh, you too. Not this shit again.
Well,
Not
you're the
doing
one
this again.
complaining about something that you shouldn't be complaining about. I mean, you're grinding for a camo. Yeah, it's gonna take some stuff.
it's a grinding. It's
Yeah,
definition.
exactly.
Why do I
You should
remember?
know that
Why
from
do I
a
open
game
that
you
up?
used to play.
Cody.
You used to spend hours doing certain things on
Oh.
a game you used to play.
Yeah, and you didn't
What-
complain about that.
Yeah, we didn't. You didn't complain about medal runs, Cody. You didn't complain about medal runs.
I am not gonna get into this topic.
Uh,
I am not getting into this topic.
uh,
I am keeping my mouth shut right here. I am not getting.
eh,
We're not.
that is a very valid point, though, Connor. He's
He
definitely
is
played.
right there.
He's played the other game more. Didn't complain as much as he's complained about.
It's fine. I'm just putting more hours on my on the game. So
Yeah, we're not getting that topic. We're not getting that topic. Nobody- we're not
why,
getting
Cody?
that
What's
topic.
wrong with what's wrong with that game?
I am not gonna spend another hour talking about Ark. There is a no to that. Because it always
Best
gets
game ever.
brought up in every single podcast we do. There's something about Ark. It's not happening in this one. No.
It was already brought up, buddy.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
anything
it's
about
too
it.
late now. Too late.
Yep.
Ugh.
That's what you get for complaining, Cody.
Yeah. Connor
You
brings
do
up
it to
Ark.
yourself. No, you do it to yourself. You complain, so Connor brings it up.
You guys want to guess how much time I have on the game now?
No.
Nah.
140 days, 4 hours, and 19 minutes.
What the fuck? What have you been smoking?
Trust me, that's like rookie numbers compared to Jacob. We have a friend, Clarky, who's played the game for over a year in day count.
No, he's not that high.
Dude, it was last time I checked here. How do I check it? I'm gonna go to the Xbox
No,
app.
his is hidden. His is hidden.
He hid his. I forgot. Last time I checked, it was 310 or
Right,
something.
okay, stop. Jesus. Right.
Clarky,
That's
we've
all I
seen
need to
guys on there with
fucking know.
almost 1,000 days.
No, not 1,000 days.
No,
What?
I've seen some people on my friends list.
Oh,
Well,
some
yeah,
people.
it's the people who host servers, Cody. Old people that host servers, but
Old people. Boomers.
Yeah, actually though, there are boomers who play that game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find the fucking game.
That's crazy.
Arcs.
Well, I say this is a good spot right here to end it.
Good stopping point.
Yes.
I would
Clarky, thank you so much for coming on this podcast and talking us about what you thought about Cold War. I think we all agree on most of the stuff about that, besides probably Connor in
Apart
the
from
game.
Connor, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Connor.
yes, exactly.
Connor, sorry, I've just waited for the first time, but fuck off, Connor. Right, next.
what did I say?
Joking, Connor. I love you.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
I held back. I wanted to say some things, but I held.
He held back. This boy was quiet for so long, and he went, "You know what? Last good Call of Duty game was World War II."
That he just popped in randomly, just like,
Yeah.
oh, that was funny. But Clarky, would you like to tag anything in here? Promote anything? Your social media wise, YouTube, Twitter.
I don't really care, to be honest. No, I have nothing to tag, really. I don't really care, to be honest. My YouTube ain't that important. I just do what I need to do.
All right. Well,
we'll link it down in the description below.
Yes.
I like
Anyways.
that. That's way better than how Cody thinks about YouTube. I like how you think about YouTube.
Christ. One of those days. Kyle, take it away, Kyle.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening in. If you've stuck all the way through for yet another badass podcast. Yeah, once again we have merch. Go check that out. That's in the description below as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Clarky, so much for joining us today.
No problem, my guy. Thank you for having me on, lads. I had fun.
No problem. We're always willing to talk to you again. Awesome guest. Thank you guys so much once again, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.